unachocha. Hata mimi nilifanya hivyo, nikuja nikasema vijana nini mkasema. It's good to kuweka tempo. But you look frivolous. When you come and shout all those things, then you don't say anything about the position you are seeking. And you are telling your electorate. They live there knowing, yes, they are not electing the one who is there, but they also live there knowing you are also neither an option. And you remember there is a time you can be given a chance to speak. You end up campaigning for the leader you already have, who is already actually not good enough. Because when people compare you, unaona, hey, I can't have. Those things apply to all positions. And I hope I didn't come here just to excite your heart. You know, kuna vitu tunaedaga unaongeleshwa, unatoka huko mimi nimesikia ameongea vizuri sana huyo mtu. Like sometimes I go to speak about investments because that's the other area I like a lot. You see people are excited. If you recall that meeting after 1 month, uulize watu, how many of you took the first step? You realize you are speaking to yourself. So guys, yes, I was speaking to myself because I also learn when I'm speaking. But I also hope you don't trivialize those points, including the ones that we are given earlier. Nikimalizia, allow me to point out 2 things national. And as I point them, I want you to be rest assured. Nyinyi ni vijana kama sisi. I want you to be rest assured. Mimi Ndindi Nyoro hapa, Mheshimiwa Mokoji, in this Kenya, we will stand for what is right, regardless of the cost. And you know, sometimes we are talking, some guys in positions of government, they think, ati utarusha hii jina hapa, maneno pale. I want to assure them, my friends, we are here for a long haul. And the time for taking advantage of Kenyans by selling ignorance to them, that time is gone and gone forever. The other day, I talked about safaricom shares. And I saw some people of the entire government trying to respond. Unfortunately, they were responding issues about the messenger. I'm challenging them. This is not about the messenger. It is about the Kenyan people and Kenyan money. And I agree with all those who are saying that companies' prices are set in the market. They are not set in boardrooms. I agree. I agree because the people in government set safaricom price in the boardrooms. And no one should think that they'll be coming, shout some big English words to Kenyans, and they think we'll be quiet. We are not going to be quiet. You are either on the side of Kenyans or you are on the side of the people buying our safaricom share for a song. Na wale wanauza hizo hisa, ukidivide zile zinauzwa na watu wa Kenya wote. Mimi kama Ndindi Nyoro wanauza share zangu 100. Na watu wa Kiharu na watu wa Kenya. If you divide the 6 billion shares by the 50 million Kenyans, every one of us, kama ni hiyo share inagawanywa mtu apewe, kila mtu ako na share 100 yake. So as you talk to us, please downgrade your arrogance, guys. Because there is no way I am going to keep quiet. And I'm repeating many times. I have been in maneno ya shares since I was first year in campus. And if there is a time I'll use my knowledge, I will use my expertise, I will use my understanding to help the people of Kenya. It is now when we are selling our most prized asset called safaricom. And my formula is very simple, guys. Okay, you are selling safaricom to build roads. In fact, I'm saying, go ahead. But I'm telling you this. Is it money you want? Yes. More or less, more. Then I'm here saying, you'll get more money by opening safaricom bid into international buyers to compete. If we end up getting 350 billion Kenya shillings, instead of the 200 billion we are getting, aren't we going to build more roads? Aren't we going to build more roads? So we are just saying, we are not going to keep quiet as people purport to take advantage of Kenyans. Telling me Safaricom is listed and telling Kenyans, we know. But we also know this. NCBA is a listed company. NCBA. And they are being bought by Netbank from South Africa. From the same country the buyers of Safaricom are coming from. But NCBA was trading at below 70 shillings before there was a rumor of the purchase and the transaction. But the people who are buying NCBA, they are buying it at over 102 per share. It is listed and we know. So if it's a lecture about market prices, that lecture was done with long time ago. We know it. There is a company called EABL, and their biggest shareholder is called Diageo, and they are selling to Asahi of Japan. The market price of EABL share as of yesterday was 244 shillings in our NSE, not any other place. But Diageo is selling to Asahi for 590 shillings per share. So we are telling you people in government, it is either you float Safaricom and you open it up to international bids, or you face the people of Kenya and tell them, or you, let me repeat, it is either you open up the bid for Safaricom for international bidding so that Kenyans can get more money out of this sale, or you just face the people of Kenya and tell them you are safeguarding your own self-interest in that transaction. But hii story ya kukuja na maneno mkubwa mingi, it will not work. Because we are going to speak. If you don't want to hear, it is your business. Many Kenyans want to understand about their assets, and we are going to do it. And as the people in government come to lecture us about markets and such, I also want to tell them, guys, there is the Kenya pipeline shares that are being sold through an IPO now. You go back to where you were in a meeting, trying to think you are allocating 20 to 25% on something you are calling regional investors. And you are talking about Uganda. The people in government who want to buy Kenya pipeline shares, don't call yourself a regional investor based in Uganda. We know you, it is you. So, hii mambo ya kukuja kusaizi wa Kenya ati kuwaweka kwa kabox, hiyo story imeisha. If Kenya pipeline shares, if you look, you know, if you are doing honest transactions, guys, don't bother hiding. Face Kenyans during the day. That boardroom you went, allocated, yes, 35% to the national treasury, 20 to 25% into something you are calling regional. That regional investor they are purporting is a Ugandan. But that Ugandan is a Kenyan. And I want the people of Kenya to check. After the closure of the Kenya pipeline IPO, from Kenya, the second highest investor will be Ugandan. But that Ugandan is a Kenyan. The second one, they are purporting at a foreign investor, giving that foreign investor 20 to 25%. I have the names of those companies. And therefore, I'm calling upon the transaction advisors. If I already have The outcome of an IPO that is closing next month. What is the process for? If I already have, and I can share in public for people to know. If I already have the outcome, what does that talk about the process? What does that talk about the process? So what I'm trying to say is this. Kama tunaenda hivi kama Wakenya, ni sawa. Abia Wakenya tunaenda hivi. Lakini hii njia ya kado kado, hiyo imeisha. Now, let me put it this way. Kwanza mambo ya safaricom. Mambo ya safaricom. I will not, as did in Europe, keep quiet when my country is losing close to 150 billion Kenya shillings on the sale of safaricom by the people in government going into a boardroom and deciding the price is 34 shillings for a company whose share price was 45 shillings in 2021. And I'm asking them a very simple issue. What is this that you are protecting? That when a Kenyan asks about Safaricom shares, it is you who is responding on behalf of buyers. How can you be the seller and you are the spokesperson of the buyer? Let me make it very clear. For the last time, hii watu ya serikali, mimi nauliza kwa heshima. Hii share ya Safaricom, mimi sitaitikia muuze kama panga ambayo imekatika. Lazima muweke hiyo kampuni, watu wote waweke bits zao, Wakenya wanufaike kwa pesa ambayo ni mingi. However, if you feel that you are not going to be answerable to the people of Kenya, I am going to share the phone numbers of directors of Vodafone. I am going to share the phone numbers of the directors of Vodafone and Vodacom for Kenyans to ask these questions directly to them. And mimi nitaendelea kufanya siasa ya heshima kwa viongozi wote. Naheshimu kila Mkenya, naheshimu kila viongozi. But I also want to tell them, we are not going to be intimidated by anyone.
Yes, Mr. President.
And especially when we know and our conscience is clear that we are doing the right thing for the Republic of Kenya. Vijana oye. Ya mwisho. Ya mwisho. Mimi nimekaa chini kwa heshima kubwa sana. Na nimefanya calculations on what is required for Kenya to offer free basic education to all the children of Kenya. Na nimeanza na senior secondary schools. Na nimefanya my calculations. Because I am saying that because my colleagues are in Naivasha. But I took time to also come here. I'll join them tomorrow. And I understand the government was there talking about education. And they were saying they don't know how much it requires for Kenya to offer free basic education per annum. Kwa heshima ya Wakenya wote, hiyo tumefanya. And this is my asking. The government is mobilizing all the grade 10s to report in our senior secondary schools immediately. And they are saying, hata kama huna fee. But the same government on the other side is saying, oh, but remember, you still have to pay the fee. So I want Kenyans, let us now get into this caucus now, not tomorrow. Because Kenya is capable of offering free day secondary school education starting now. We only need the government to pay the 22,000 that is in the law, in the guidelines for capitation. And on top of that, the money that is required per learner in Kenya for the lunch program is an average of 35 shillings every day. And we have 185 days that we are in school. All the other days we are on holiday. And therefore, Kenya will only need just around 6,500 shillings additional per learner for all the day schools to be free, including lunch. And we can afford to add another 3,000 shillings on top of the 6,500 shillings so that the principals can get money to pay the BOM teachers where there are shortfalls and to pay all the other costs that are not captured under capitation. So I'm requesting those who are in government, there are movements that come to a nation that become critical junctures. The critical juncture for Kenya to offer free day secondary school is now, not tomorrow. And I am not pushing this burden to the government entirely. As a member of parliament for Kiharu, I am just saying I am ready for the government to cut our CDF by 30 million every constituency. And we are going to raise 10 billion Kenya shillings out of that. The county governments, because they also support education through bursaries, they also agree that we also get 10 billion Kenya shillings out of equitable share. And then the national government, they can delay some of the renovations of big offices to also give in 10 billion Kenya shillings. 30 billion Kenya shillings is enough for Kenya to have a free and totally free day secondary school education in Kenya starting today. So I am asking my seniors in government, what are we waiting for? As MPs, me, I am ready to be cut by 30 billion shillings. Why are we postponing the agenda? Mokoji amekubali. And instead of us now always calling the parents of day secondary schools every term, we can save them from all that. Because we'll have a kitty taking care of every single learner in Kenya. And they'll be eating in school with that amount from Monday to Saturday. Because it is already catered for. Mimi nauliza wa Kenya, must we postpone an agenda which is right? No. We do it now or tomorrow? Now. Free wa Kenya, munataka free basic education today or tomorrow? Today. This year or during election year? Tunataka masomo bila malipo? Tunaitaka leo ama kesho? Sisi kama wabunge, mimi nikiwa hapa, tumekubali the national government kateni 10 billion from our CDF nationally. Our brothers, our